School story. Alright. And and Monday and Tuesday, I forgot to make it. Those video. Alright. Oh, fuck. My freaking ugly. Ow. God. Let me do this. Alright, let's continue talking. Alright, then. Alright, let's continue talking. Alright. In the first period, continue doing work, And I saw my friend Dominic got 3 fidget spinner of a cube. I'm like, lucky. And another one is, second period is that we're doing our daily thing, running and everything. And during, in Oreo cake or water. During third period, we're doing like works, but somehow, um, we didn't read the Animal Farm because he said that okay, so I tell my first period what should they vote. They say they vote Russian Revolution. And he was like, okay, and yup, he did. But he has some interesting backstory about his grandfather and his dad while they were living in Russia. Is how things went crazy for them. But I feel bad for them. But yeah. Well, yeah, Richard family history is very interesting. I go like, and um, another one is I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, and during fourth period, we're continuing doing the work of World War II. I need to lock in today, so I need to finish as much as I can. And during fifth period, we're like doing work, doing our work, and so yeah. I mean, I finished that day, and another one is during sixth period. I was doing math work, which is a new one. Alright, during why my mom is calling me? Anyway, um, uh, during sixth period is, during seventh period we're doing other works, so yeah. And I'm like, oh, like, doing this, doing that, and yeah, and Monday was okay. It was okay. On Tuesday, on the first period, just continue doing work until I had to finish this math test. You probably remember that week 13, 12, I forgot. So yeah, and I finished it and went back doing work, and the second period is well, we're doing like a football practice, which is interesting. Plus, it's while joining back to my partner threw the ball at me, and I tried to catch it, but it hit to my head like, ah, and yeah, it hurt. But don't worry, I was okay. But another thing, it hit the ball right here. I'm like I was freaking getting mad because I keep getting hit by the football, but yeah. And another one is, and during third period, we're continuing to reading the book. Things are getting interesting in the book because Napoleon is not happy that the Windmills got destroyed, and somehow he tell his comrades to freaking build the whole entire thing, and then somehow he getting upset and everything, you know. He's like, come on, comrades, we need to do this together, you know. As a team, you know, it's something like that. He has some aggressive quotes, not gonna lie, and it's freaking crazy with the story. Things are getting darker and darker, not gonna lie. And yeah, it is. It is gonna get darker. And during uh I'm trying to think another one. Fourth period, y'all were continuing during the work, but my leader wasn't there today because he was kind of meeting up because yeah, working with my teacher, you know, because she had her own group. So I'm like, shit. So we had to do those stuff. And yeah, I'm quite locked in, so I need to focus. So yeah. And another one is um uh another one is fifth period. We're doing work, you know. But until I see my friend Sarah and her friend show me a freaking art work of a fanboy, and somehow I'm like, it's a freaking roller for arts. I'm like, what the? I'm like, never mind. And my friend Jesse was traumatized. She was like, why? I, and also, guys, I tell everyone like, hey, hey, everyone, if y'all make me, if I ask my subscriber to wear this thing, I'll do it for the Zootopia 2. So yeah, I swear to God, if they say like they vote yes, I don't know what to say. But yeah, during sixth period, we're doing work until my friend Alan was upset. He always do this a lot. That's his part of personality. Whenever something he don't like and telling him what to do, he get upset, go outside. But this teacher, that teacher I have in my first period, she don't give a shit. She's like, oh, like, grab your stuff and everything, you know, just grab your stuff, okay? You know, somehow she's dead serious. She don't like I see other teachers, you know, they like, oh, okay, they just let him be. But Miss C, she like, nah, just grab your stuff, just like that, you know, and just go, okay? I don't even care. Just go already. You want to leave and you want to do this anymore. When I tell Mr. O to close the door because preventing me getting distracted on my friends. And another one, I was so mad trying to put this password amplified, but Mr. Johnson told me to go outside and they tell me what's the problem. I'm like, I tried to put my password until we fixed it. We're like, yay. And during seventh period, this was interesting. We're going around, you know, copy down the work, you know, and draw the thing. So yeah, I mean, you know, we just go around, we draw it, and boom. But we kind of finished. We just need one more, but we couldn't finish all of them because we're running out of time. So yeah, and everything was fine at 7 period. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for Tuesday and Mondays. I'll talk about what happened on Wednesday today. So bye. School story. On one day, on the first period, just continuing doing work. And I went to speech, but it was fun, you know. Oh my god, I put water in this one, and this one is going up. Alright. On first period, I was just, you know, doing my work until I had to go to speech class. But we're learning about the, you know, the character that have pumpkin. He said, "Lives and hold a pumpkin." The uh, something like that. It was interesting learning it. So yeah. And another thing is that during uh, second period, um, during second period is that like, mm, well, we were doing running, but we're running in a bleacher, so yeah, and went to the run side, and somehow uh, during third period, we're doing work, you know, and we continue reading the book Animal Farm. Things are getting interesting, not gonna lie. Napoleon continued telling them to do something, you know. It's, it's pretty insane, not gonna lie. You know what's insane? Is that like someone they eat like a apple and some milk, drink milk, and somehow if the animal eat it, Mr. Jones will come back. Even though that's some manipulation shit, not gonna lie. And yeah, I feel like that's how revolution do it. And also, one more thing, the Russian revolution or learning. My teacher showed me a picture of the first leader. I think his name is Vladimir. Um, and there's like two people on the stairs, you know, like they're close to him. So what happened? Somehow the leader and the Soviet Union leader tell these people like the professional artists to we painted that picture and freaking boom, it looks so real, but there's two people just gone. Plus, this shit is not AI. This happened before AI even exists. I'm like, that shit is impressive. What the heck? Another one, in fourth period. Oh yeah, this shit is what's kind of pissing me off. This guy, I say, guns don't kill people. He's like, yes they do. I say like, if you use a gun and if you shot, if you shoot, you just cause a whole chaos. He's like, well, those people just use a gun just for fun. I'm like, no, those are psycho people or mental health people. He's like, think I'm so stupid. I'm like, what? Okay, buddy. So, all right, let's be serious for a while now, okay? If you have a gun at your home, I don't have a gun in my home, okay? Ask him, do one of your family members have a gun? He said, yes. I say, okay, that's good. They trying to defend themselves. He's like, no, I don't like that. I do not like how they have the gun. I may never know that child might use a gun. I like, that's why they need to hide the gun. He's telling me, well, the child might find it, okay? Like, well, those are just bad parents. They just don't know how to take care of the child. Like, those are not bad parents. I'm like, this dude is a dumbass. Okay? This guy kind of pissing me off because he don't even know what guns even work with us. Because, let's say this gun right here on the table, is it going to shoot me? No. But if I use it and just like that, I shot you. So what happened? Did I shoot? Yes, because I used them as a weapon, you know? Like, for example, this person right here, they doing nothing, you know? And until someone used them and put something on their hand like a weapon, and it, like that. That's why they just use them like a weapon, you know? Freaking insane. I'm gonna tell him today, like, okay. Okay, my dad gave me this idea. If you have a knife and there's a guy have a bat, he keeps swinging like this, and then somehow he knocked your hand off. What are you gonna do? Hmm? Exactly. You're cooked. So, I mean, well, you need to get a license. You can't just bring a gun your own thing. So if you have a gun, if you have a license, somehow you need to, well, not to kill the person, but to put them down, like injured, and then somehow this could be a chance for you to escape, not to kill them, it's to stop them. Okay? I don't know why people are so mad with guns. I tell other teachers, and like do they agree with me? And they say yes, they do agree with me. I don't know why he just got thrown at me. Guns don't kill people. If you use the gun to use them like a weapon and shoot someone, you just cause a whole chaos because you blame it on this thing. Somehow, the person who you should blame on the person who used them as a weapon. So yeah, I don't know what the frick got. I don't know what bro head is talking about. So yeah, I don't know. He's acting like a freaking dumbass or something like that. But I mean, it was kind of pissing me off. But I was just all chill, So yeah. Another one is that on fifth period. Yes, I tell this about this, but we're doing work, doing work and everything. Everything was fine. And second period, we're doing math work and all. Everything was okay. It was alright. We're all chill. Doing homework, of course, but who cares? And no one, um, seventh period is while I was continuing doing my work, of this science stuff. I mean, biology. We're like continuing printing the picture, everything was fine until, you know, yeah, we're just finished. Yeah, seventh period was okay. It was okay. I tell my friend Adrian was blaming, complaining. But I know we don't like work, but we have to. Because we need to learn whether someone needs someone help. And like I don't get it with people nowadays. They don't want to freaking learn. All they care is the friends or the device online. That's all they damn care. Okay? That's all they care. I don't care what kids nowadays. I care about my grades. My other friends care about their grades. Like, I don't care. I'm trying to pass high school, and this people are not going to pass high school. And the freaking wrong with them. So, yeah. That pretty much it for Wednesday, so bye. School story. On Thursday, somehow. Well, I forgot to mention this on Wednesday. There was a fire alarm on in the morning during my speech. I was just dancing, like. And another one is like this guy named Gabriel. This guy right here just rap outing. I'm like, what the heck is this bro talking about? And he said like going smarter. And I asked him this like, what's 12 times 12? Gabriel. He said, easy 74. I'm like, yeah, yeah, that is smart. You are very smart. I always try not to laugh. All right, yesterday on Thursday, in the morning, freaking Angel and his things, I was just talking to them, something like that. And then someone did not like it, they think I'm annoying, so they really think they're going to jump on me. I'm like, do it. I don't care. I don't know what the heck they're gonna do, but I know they're gonna be unpredictable. But I could hide somewhere, you know. But I could defend myself. I think I could stop them. And PE, we're doing football thing practice. So yeah, and third period we're like, um, oh yeah, we're continuing reading the book, and somehow Scriggler and freaking Napoleon are just telling me to do something, Boxer, yeah, it's freaking poor Boxer, man. He had to work hard to do this shit. Bro, this had to be the worst suffering I ever seen in my entire life. This have to be the worst suffering for this animal I ever seen. Like, bro, when you continue reading it, you could tell Boxer is freaking struggling. I freaking feel bad for him. Napoleon and Scriggler had to freaking make him do this. I mean, he's not smart, In a book, he's not really that smart. But, his personality and everything, yeah, I could tell this shit is horrible for him. He's like, he's struggling, he's struggling. He's working so hard than all of them, he's worked harder than all the animals, but he has stuff in his back, like telling him what to do, something like that, but in the later chapter, I think I already know what's going to happen to him, but I'll talk about it. It's freaking horrible for him, so yeah. But Boxer, bro, I feel bad for him. This guy right here has to be the worst suffering animal I ever seen. Like shit, he did not deserve this. Yeah, but while we're doing that, we're like, learning, about some other character, their personality, their appearance, and their weights and height. So yeah. Oh yeah, another one is another one is fourth period. I could join during the work. I'm freaking locked in. I need to put the title and everything today, and I have no time to put the extra people because we're running out of the time. So yeah, and during lunch I will continue reading this masterpiece book of Shakespeare, Hamlet. I borrowed this book from my ninth grade teacher for yesterday for the moment. It's very interesting. The plot is so interesting. It's about Hamlet who seeks for revenge for his father's death. And then there's a ghost telling him what to do. Somehow, there's this one famous quote he said, to be or not to be? That is a question. Because somehow, he understand his action, but he don't know he should do it or not do it. Because somehow, he don't know if something will bad happen, he might make a mistake or something like that. Like I freaking love this book, yeah. Because this character have a perfect what do you call it? Shit. I forgot, but it's like something like ability to understand action, something like that. This character have the perfect like that. He do understand everything what he's doing, but it's on his mind. He's suffering, I mean, yeah, like this character have a worse suffering in Shakespeare universe. Not gonna lie. His mind. He's like, he really want to do it, but he don't know. He don't know. So yeah. But during fifth period, I was reading this for my teacher, and yeah, after when class started, I was just doing work, of course. And another one is sixth period, I was doing math work. So yeah, and during seventh period, we're doing like a project, like I do my own thing like Instagram my loved one. I mean, my best friend, Emmanuel. I said that on purpose. I don't know why. Emmanuel, yeah, he was making his Instagram. He's already almost done. I mean, he's very smart enough to make this, and this. I'm like, shit. And me, I just doing Instagram. So yeah. Anyway, hood, that's pretty much it. So yeah. So bye. School story. Forgot to make this video. Alright. On Friday, everyone. In the morning, I was just all chilling with my friends. And our first period, just I don't know, just doing my work. And so yeah. Yeah. And reading books. Love reading the Hamlet. This one is amazing. Alright, I love reading this book. This is a good one. And another thing is chapter 2. Period 2. I was just continuing reading this book, but I was just walking around, reading while I was just talking to my friends. And during third period, we're doing like English work, but somehow we're continuing reading the book. I think we're like, okay, so apparently we're continuing reading. Things are getting interesting with the windmills, some on Napoleon and just controlling them. Like things are getting crazier. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel bad for forgot the horse guy name. Oh my gosh, but yeah. Forgot his name. Hold up. Oh, wait. What was it? The horse name. His name was oh, Boxer. Yeah, I felt bad for Boxer, and he's things are getting worse for him. Yikes. Like when you're continuing reading it, like Napoleon don't freaking care. He's just telling him what to do, telling everyone what to do, and including this guy right here, another pig named Squidler. So yeah, but holy guacamole, this shit is getting crazier outside. Another thing is, another thing is that and during fourth period, I continued during my work, of the World War II leader. We're almost done, so yeah. So my partner are done, so I'm the only one left to finish this thing. And another one is is oh yeah, is that during fifth period I was just doing some work until my friend Andy, saw my chips of pretzel. So I give some to him, and then somehow he was keep eating it. I'm like, Andy, that's my chips. And then he's like, oh, sorry, I was really hungry. I'm like, oh gosh. Okay, hold up. Let me tell you a story. All right, I have a friend named Mario, right? And then somehow, um, he told me that his friend Andy, which is my friend. Okay, apparently is that like he eats a lot because according to his mom, he eat a lot of food. So yeah, I'm like, he eat a lot of food. What the heck is wrong with him? So yeah, and yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. like I wasn't even expecting this, because he was eating a lot of food. I was just giving some snacks to my friends, and he thought I'd give it to him, but no, he was really hungry. I'm like, ugh. Forgot I forgot he hate veggies. See, that's what he said. I didn't know what's wrong with him. Bro. Veggies are good, bro. It's not magic. All right. Another thing is during sixth period, we continue doing the work. So yeah, everything was fine. And then seventh period, I see my goody loved one. I mean, my best friend, Emmanuel. Um, Emmanuel freaking created an Instagram of some of his project of the science. Not gonna lie, it looks so real of what he just created. It's so freaking impressive. It looked like a actual real Instagram. He like created like nothing. He's like, boom, I did it. I'm like, how? How you do that? Because I asked myself a question: how the heck you did that? How? How he did that? How the heck he did that? Anyway, who I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know how he did that. But okay, okay. Anyway, who I don't know how the heck he was able to do that, but okay. But still, he just impressive, and I did try to do the same thing. I was kind of close to his similar thing, but I cannot beat his thing, because he's smart enough. But that's okay, he's a smart guy. Not gonna lie. So yeah, and I'm almost done reading this book. This game, I already love this. This is like the best written I ever seen in my entire life. But um, yeah, that's pretty much it for. And so I'll see you in week 14, I think. I think that's what it. Yeah, wait. Yeah, week 14. All right. Bye. Goodbye.